Welcome. My name is Sasha Moore, and I'm so delighted today to be here with Stefan Hicks, who's the founding director of SHC Insurance. Welcome, Stefan.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, it's great to hear from you. And I've wanted to hear your insights for quite some time because we've talked a lot offline about what's happened over the insurance sector since you started SHC Insurance 35 years ago and how different the landscape would have been back then opposed to now. So we wanted to start a bit of an initiative where we provide regular updates about the general insurance landscape specific to your target market. So Steph, let's just maybe start with where the target market that SHC really specializes in.
Well, it's always specialised. 35 years ago, we entered the construction insurance industry, and ever since then, we've always been the specialists and at the pointy end of construction insurance. So we are a full service broker, which means that we do all sorts of insurances, but mainly, our target market and our clientele are from the construction industry, and that ranges, anything from the tradesperson all the way up through to your $1 billion sort of clients or developers that occupy this space.
And do you specialize in a particular location or state, or is that nationwide?
No, we do. We are nationwide. It came out of, so SHC started in Perth, and obviously it came out of Perth, and I think it was the late 90s, early 2000s, we came over to Sydney. So now I guess our major hub or the major part of our clientele is in New South Wales, but we are in nationwide. We do nationwide, and we are on the back of programs now that's going to allow us to expand into the other states a lot easier, I guess, going forward.
Okay, great. Well, if we just do a bit of a recap for 25, it's incredible to think that we've now finished our first quarter. What insights do you have in terms of what you expect for the year ahead in the construction insurance market?
Yeah, good question. Well, we've got this sort of battle happening, I guess, from a global nature into an Australian nature. So at the moment, we've got what we call the rates are softening on a global nature, which means that really in the commercial sense that insurance premiums and the rates are coming down, and that's what it means by a softening market. They're actually coming down. That's happening on a global basis, but it hasn't quite reached Australia yet. So Australia is still increasing slightly for those rates. Now, those ripple effects on a global nature will actually come to Australia at some stage. What it's actually meaning, though, is that there's a lot of international capacity that's actually seeing that Australia's rates above what's called target rates. And what they're actually doing is that they're bringing their capacity into Australia, which means if there's more capacity, there's more competition. So the ripple effects will mean that this coming 12 months should see a slight softening of rates in the construction space.
And would that apply across the gambit of products that you have? Is that more of an agnostic effect, or is it more likely to affect some insurance areas or some insurance classes more than others?
It definitely is affecting the commercial side, which means the products that we have, like contract works and casualties and whatnot, especially for SME side of those type of things, will actually see a slight softening coming into the market over the next 12 months. From a domestic nature, because obviously we do look after our clients, some of their domestic portfolios like household and cars, you'll actually see those type of risks, they won't come down because of the claims that have obviously occurred in Australia in the last few years through catastrophes. They make up a majority of the claims that come through in catastrophes. So you won't see those particular rates come down too much.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. And then in terms of just moving to more of a trend piece, as I know, and as you've alluded to, obviously SHC has numerous products within its house. Is there any particular product segment that you're noticing anything change or demand change or the environment change to then either increase or decrease the demand for that particular product?
Well, the most exciting product that's actually come in within the construction space over the last, I guess, 12 to 24 months is the latent defects insurance. So we have someone that's actually come in, resilience insurance, that's come in and provided market leading insurance product, particularly for the class 2, which has never been available before in Australia. So that is being the spearhead of a lot of, I guess, talk and noise around that particular product that's coming into the market because it's got so many different angles to it, from government to consumer to developer, right? It's right through. It's a spider web that goes out. So we're actually finding that particular product has been definitely a beneficial talking point with our clients and the expansion of, I guess, the relationship between us and our clients.
Oh, interesting. So those who aren't familiar with latent defects insurance, can you just give a brief snapshot of what that is and what its benefits are?
Yeah, sure. So the latent defects that have come in. So at the moment, you've got home warranty that covers what's called class 1, which is like your detached houses and your smaller end stuff, which is like your basic residential. Your class 2 are your apartments, so your high rises and whatnot. And prior to this is that there has not been any insurance on offer. And then that's what's resulted in, if everyone can remember, Mascot Towers and Opal Towers as being, and obviously the noise in the media through defects in this space has been very loud. So this product has come in order to be able to provide consumer protection for 10 years going forward on all new builds that are happening in that class 2 space. Which provides a whole myriad of benefits. So to go with the latent defects is what's called an inspection service, an independent inspection service, which actually just looks at all the quality of the build. And they do regular inspections, which means at the end of the day, the quality of the build will increase, and hopefully obviously we can't get rid of all defects because the unknown defects are unknown. But it raises the quality of that particular product. And so therefore homeowners going forward are going to be able to, buy off the plan or the new apartments with confidence going forward.
Well, I love that. And that proactive measure should hopefully minimize, pardon me, building disputes. So Steph, I can speak to you about this all day, but thank you so much for your insights. And I look forward to speaking to you next time.
Thanks very much for having me. Take care.